It's Kevin Knox with New York Knicks, and you're watching the MadGood Knicks show.
What's up, guys? Your boy TK here, bringing in another stock watch. You guys already know how it rolls. We buy, sell, or hold a player depending on how they're doing this week. All right, so the first player I'm going to buy is none other than my man Luke Kornet. He started over Enes Kanter and was 7 for 11 from 3 against the Bucks. He was lighting it up with the mask and all, baby. Shout out to my boy who I'm going to buy next, Noah Vonleh. They're all my boys. Love them. Noah Vonleh, keep doing what you're doing, bro. You're holding down the fort at the power forward position until KP returns. I really love what you're doing. You're aggressive, attacking the paint. You're bringing up the ball. You're rebounding. And you are team leader in three-point field goal percentage. Love it. And I am going to sell Enes Kanter. Bro, I'm sick of your sub-tweets, man. Leave the Twitter fingers alone. I understand you don't like being benched or coming off the bench, but you got to cut it out and root for your teammates. Look what Luke Kornet did. Peace.
What's going on, guys? Far with the stock watch. You already know the deal. For this stock watch in particular, I'm going to take it to the veterans. So let's start off with Enes Kanter. Last game, he got ejected against the Milwaukee Bucks. Big ups for that, but you know what? I'm not a big fan, and I never was, of that volatile personality in New York. I love the attitude that he brings, but we're just not winning enough for that kind of attitude. He could also potentially be a good trade bait, so I'm gonna hold on to Enes Kanter. Courtney Lee, I bought him last week. I'm gonna buy him again this week because you know what? I think that he will continue to get better. I do think he can emerge as a veteran leader for this team. Whether he stays with the Knicks or not, we're not sure. But again, good friend of the show. Would love to see him as a Knick, but also a very valuable trade asset. Finally, Lance Thomas. Just really haven't seen a whole lot for the guy that's been consistent. Again, we are big fans of Lance Thomas here, but he's got to do something on the court to show that he's absolutely valuable and necessary for this team. I'm not sure if he's doing that. For that reason, I'm going to have to sell Lance Thomas. That is my buy, sell, hold. Let us know what you guys think down below in the comments.
All right, guys, stock watch. You guys are already familiar with it. Holding, I'm going to hold Kevin Knox. Unfortunately, he just wasn't in rhythm. Roughly 4 for 13. He looked rough out there. Someone I am going to buy, Luke Kornet. I actually purchased him last week, and guess what? I'm still spending on my guy. Who am I ready to sell? You already know. It's been an on and off thing, and I'm back to it. Au revoir, Frank.
What's up, MadGood family? We hope you guys are enjoying the holidays. It's time for another session of Stock Watch, probably our most controversial segment. So I'm going to buy some Damian Dotson. Now, I know he hasn't been playing well. He gets a lot of playing time, but I think he hasn't been put in the right positions to get his rhythm and get him going. I think he could be an integral part of the offense if he was integrated in a more dynamic offense. So I'm going to buy Dotson because I feel like he's a great player that's not being utilized. I'm going to hold Emmanuel Mudiay. I think he's just been doing really well, very solid ever since he got sort of that bench period and Fizz got him out of his rut. I think he's the only playmaker we have really, so I would love for him to continue doing that. And weirdly enough, I'm going to sell Lance Thomas, not because he's done anything wrong, but he really hasn't done anything, period. And I know he's sort of a leftover, I don't know what you call it, a hangover from the old Knicks days. But I feel like either we use him or we got to get rid of him. And considering that we haven't really used him, I think I'm going to sell Lance Thomas.
First off, I want to wish everyone happy holidays and best wishes in the new year. So my stock watch, I'm going to have to go with buying Kevin Knox this time around. I know the intangible assets are not there as we speak. But the thing is that he's becoming more aggressive. He's driving to the basket. He's dishing the ball out more. He's being more aggressive, and that's exactly what we want from a player like that. Fizdale has kind of put him on the bench during a lot of points in the season, but he's able to kind of rise to the occasion and come out balling really hard. So I think his field goal percentage will increase, but he's a rookie. It'll get better. Who I want to hold, and I'm going to take this back to you guys. I'm holding KP right now. I want to hear from you guys. What do you think what kind of impact do you think he'll make either this year or next year whenever he comes back? And, you know, we see him as a 7'3" ectomorph, so the likes of, for example, Arvydas Sabonis or Gauskas, those are 7'3" typical centers. Do you think that KP has the body to sustain or withstand the 82 NBA season? Like, will he become that leader for us in the future? I want to hear what you guys have to say. I'm obviously not going to sell him, but I'm holding him for now. And I'm going to have to sell Emmanuel Moody. Weirdly enough, by far, we've kept buying him. But this time I'm going to have to sell him for the mere fact that he's only averaging 3.6 assists a game. We have a lot of offensive power on this team, but I think that year in and year out, we've been yearning for a point guard that can dish the basketball, that can get the ball moving, and especially for a person who's the best passer on the team, I'd like to see a lot more from him, so I'm keeping that to him. Other than that, that's all I got to say, and I hate TK. That rhymed.